Good morning, my name is Denise. Welcome to Suncoast Crafting. Today we will look at using Dotz Fabric Roll plain without adhesive and Dotz stick adhesive to make some beautiful projects. Let's see what happened. I'm reviewing Diamond Dotz branded products for these projects. I have included a variety of links for the products in the show notes. I selected these options because I use them myself. I am not sponsored by any of these companies. I was going to use the same yellow butterfly for each video, but I decided to use the blue butterfly for this video. Wherever you choose to shop, as always, look for coupons, sales, and special deals. You can buy new basic diamond painting accessories or use the ones you already have. With all methods, it is recommended to use a protective film over the project to protect it from dust, cat hair, and whatever else might get caught on the adhesive. The official instructions also recommend rolling over the whole project with a brayer or a rolling pin at the end to make sure that the diamonds are firmly adhered. One way to use the fabric roll without adhesive is to transfer the pattern to the fabric. Using the fabric roll without adhesive, create a sandwich with the pattern, graphite transfer paper, and the fabric together. Trace the design on the fabric, which is on the top layer, with a pen. Alternatively, you can also transfer the pattern by sandwiching and securing the pattern and the unglued fabric together over a light pad or a bright window and tracing the design on the fabric, top layer, lightly with a pencil. When the pattern is transferred, paint the dot stick adhesive on the fabric. We are using our familiar sandwich of the fabric, pattern, and LED light pad. I will trace the outline of the pattern on the fabric, so if the sandwich comes apart, I can line everything up again. Preparing the project. Where did I get the blue butterfly design? The blue butterfly design I'm using is from the Freestyle projects page on the Diamond Dotz website. Print and copy the blue butterfly at 9 squares per inch or fewer. If the diamonds are too close to each other, like 10 squares per inch, they will look crowded. If the diamonds are between 8 and 9 squares per inch, that is, fewer squares per inch, then they will be further apart and they'll have more room to breathe. But if they're too far apart, like 7 squares an inch, you'll see too much of the fabric between the diamonds. This will take some experimenting. I printed the second page of the blue butterfly at 100%. Then I used the copy feature on my printer to find the right size for the pattern. After a number of tries, enlarging the pattern by 120% gave me close to 9 squares per inch. I dropped a couple of stray diamonds on the page to make sure they fit without too much space between, and I decided that that is the size that I will use under the fabric. Since we don't have to match the pattern grid with the fabric grid, it's up to you how much space to put between the diamonds. Let's talk about preparing the fabric. Since I enlarged the pattern, instead of the butterfly being 5.1 inches by 4.9 inches, it's 5 7/8 inches by 5.5 inches. And I will paint the dot stick in a 6-inch square. I'm using a roll of plain fabric without adhesive that is 12 by 19. I cut my fabric 12 inches by 10 inches. I just cut the one edge at 10 inches. I have plenty of fabric. This is the first time I'm using the big roll, and I want to make sure that I have more than enough space around that butterfly. The canvas has a front and a back. The inside of the roll is the smoother front. The outside of the roll is the rougher back of the canvas. The label on the package says to apply dot stick to the smooth side and let it dry 1.5 hours or until clear and tacky. Since I'm adding diamonds in the background, my pattern will be square, which will make painting the glue and trimming the project much easier. Using a straight edge, I lightly traced the outline of the pattern on the fabric first. The plastic under the fabric is from a finished diamond painting. This is why I've kept some of these plastic covers from my older projects. Also, the fabric wants to stay rolled up, so I'll hold it down with magnets while it's drying. I have lightly traced the outline of the butterfly on the fabric. I need to paint the dot stick on the fabric and let it dry, probably about 2 hours. I know from my earlier experiments with the snowflakes that the pencil is not going to run. Let's talk about the cost. Let's talk about the pattern. The blue butterfly design that I'm using is from the Freestyle projects page on the Diamond Dotz website, so it was free. Let's talk about the brushes. As a crafter, my first instinct is to stop at the dollar store and pick up cheap little paint brushes, eyeshadow applicators, or Q-tips. But in this case, I'm using metal glue brushes. The expensive metal glue brushes in small packs are 19 cents per brush. They get down to 11 cents per brush if you buy a pack of 144 brushes. They do come in different sizes, and you can probably find them for even less. So let's talk about the glue. I got a bottle of Dotz sticks from Joann's for $9. I will use this bottle for several projects. Let's talk about the fabric. The Dotz plain fabric without adhesive comes in several different sizes. I used a roll of Diamond Dotz 12 by 19 inch fabric roll, no adhesive or printed grid from Joann's, and it was right around $7. I still have some plain fabric left from the original package. Let's talk about the diamonds. The blue butterfly has 7 diamond colors. At $2 per bottle, that's $14 for all of them. I also used white AB and black diamonds in the background and border. That's $3 and $2 at Joann's for a total of $19 for all of the diamonds. This could be less if you're using a bottle from more than one project or using recycled gems from another project. The price also changes if you buy diamonds from another source. I'll be using these diamonds for more than one project. Let's talk about finishing the project. We bought a wooden box at Joann's for $6.50. The Minwax stain and polyacrylic spray were $8 and $15 at Ace Hardware. I will be using these in more than one project. This total assumes that you are using these items only for this one project and that you are using all new items, nothing left over from another project. And keep in mind that the finishing items, the box, stain, and the polyacrylic spray are almost $30. Was this fun? Yes. Working on the plain fabric to create the blue butterfly was definitely fun. I liked seeing the pattern under the fabric. I did check the printed pattern when I wasn't sure of a color. Using the plain fabric and the dot stick was easier than using the gridded fabric because I didn't have to match up the grid on the pattern and the fabric. As long as the pattern was secure behind the fabric, the diamonds would be placed correctly. I would recommend tracing at least a little bit of an outline or registration marks before painting on the dot stick, so that if the pattern and fabric shift, they can easily be realigned. I recommend sitting comfortably and having plenty of light. If you have a masterpiece that you created on your own instead of from a pre-made diamond painting kit, please leave a link in the comments to your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram site to share your beautiful work. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to working on more projects you are interested in. Please like and subscribe and join us again for Suncoast Crafting.